Hola a todos! Welcome to Spanish with Patri. Today we're going to be learning how to introduce ourselves in Spanish to answer that horrendous question, háblame de ti, tell me about yourself, whether it's in an informal setting or in a formal setting. Are you ready for it? Vamos! At the end of this lesson, you will have a full guide to how to introduce yourself in Spanish. If you want to leave me a comment on how you would introduce yourself in Spanish following my tips, please do, and I will try to check it and correct you if needed. Okay, let's start with the first one, greetings. How do we greet in Spanish? First things first, we're going to want to say hola, or you can say buenas. Hola and buenas are just informal. Hi. Hola, buenas. In Spain, I usually say a lot buenas. Remember that the H is silent, it's not there, so we're never going to pronounce the H in hola. It rhymes with Lola. What if you want to be a bit more formal? You might want to use buenos días, good morning, buenas tardes, good afternoon, or buenas noches. But buenas noches, we normally say it when we're just going to bed, good night. In Spanish, we don't have good evening. For good evening, we would say buenas tardes. Now you want to say something like, ¿Qué tal? How are you? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? So that's your greetings done. Now we're going to move on to your name. How do you say your name in Spanish? Okay, so you have two ways of saying your name in Spanish. You can say soy, I am. Hola, ¿qué tal? Soy Patri. Okay, soy, I am. Or you can say me llamo. Importante, very, very important. Do not say me llamo. That means I lick myself. You don't want to say that. So, me llamo plus your name or soy plus your name. Okay? Soy means I am, me llamo, I am called. So after that, if you want to do it like a proper local, you normally go for the two kisses on the cheek, and then you say something like, nice to meet you. Okay? Pleasure to meet you. So you would say, encantada. Encantada if you're a girl, encantado if you're a boy. Particularly in South American countries, they normally say mucho gusto or un placer, pleasure. So my introduction so far would look something like this. Hola, buenas, ¿qué tal? Me llamo Patricia, me llamo Patri. Two kisses, don't forget the two kisses. Encantada. Now, I know that things have changed recently regarding the two kisses with all of this social distancing. However, in Spain, it is very, very common. And as far as I'm concerned, it is the same in most South American countries. When you introduce yourself in Spanish, just go for the two kisses, unless it's a very formal situation, in which case you can shake hands. I always get very confused with this in England because you guys do everything. You do the awkward hug, you do the handshake, you do all sorts. So I think it's much easier in Spanish, actually. Now we're going to a very important one, the age. How do we say, how old are we? Okay, so for this, you need to say in Spanish, I have years old. So that would look like tengo, then your age, and then años. For example, in my case would look like this. Tengo, I am. Literal meaning means I have, but we don't translate it like that. Tengo 32 años. I am 32 years old. Años. This is another tricky one. If you don't say años, if you don't pronounce the ñ right, like años, you're going to be saying something completely different. I have 32 anus. You don't want to say that. So we've done the greetings, we've done the name, we've done the age. We're moving to the nationality. Where are we from? You can say soy de, for example, soy de Madrid, soy de España, I come from, I am from. Or you can just say the nationality, soy española, I am Spanish. In my case, it would look like this, soy de Madrid, soy de España, or soy española, I am Spanish. I could say both. If you're English, soy de Inglaterra, or soy inglés. Careful with your nationalities because you might need to add a at the end if you're a lady. And do not get them mistaken with the country. España is the country, español or española the nationality. Inglaterra is the country, inglés or inglesa. Estados Unidos is the country, estadounidense nationality. I'll do a video with those, don't worry. If you want to add where you live nowadays, you would say vivo en. Remember that the V's, we actually pronounce them as B's in Spanish. So, vivo en, I live in. For example, soy de Madrid, pero vivo en Inglaterra. I am from Madrid, but I live in England. Now, we're moving on to your occupation, your job. ¿Trabajas o estudias? Do you work or do you study? That was a pick-up phrase back in the time. You can say something like trabajo de, en mi caso, in my case, trabajo de profesora, or soy profesora, I am a teacher. Notice that in Spanish, we don't say I am a teacher. We just say I am teacher. Soy profesora. Simple as that. I am an engineer. You would say I am engineer. Soy ingeniero or ingeniera. I am a doctor. Soy médico, and so on and so forth. So have a look at your occupation. How do you say it in Spanish? Ask me if you have any questions. If you're not working, if you're studying, you can just say estudio. Estudio bachillerato. Estudio plus the career that you're studying or the grade that you're studying. Estudio quinto curso, 5th grade. Primero de derecho, 1st of law. And so on. Just have a look at what would you call what you're studying in Spanish. And again, if you have any questions, just ask me. Now we're moving on to la familia. Sounds very Italian, but no, español, la familia. So you can start saying something like estoy casado or estoy soltero. I am married or I am single. Okay? Estoy casada if you're a girl. Estoy soltera. Okay, how about children? You could say tengo hijos, I have children, or no tengo hijos. The same applies to any other members of the family. For example, tengo hermanos or no tengo hermanos, I have siblings or I don't have siblings. You can give as much or as little detail as you want if you want to specify. Oh, I've got 2 sons and 1 daughter. Go for it, okay? So tengo 2 hijos y una hija. But obviously that gets a little bit more tricky. So sometimes it's better to keep it basic, nice and simple. And last but not least, I'm just going to finish giving you a tip for talking about hobbies, okay? So you might want to talk to that person about what you like, what you don't like, establish that common ground. This is nice and easy in Spanish. You can just say me gusta, I like, me encanta, I love, no me gusta, I don't like, and odio, I hate. So after that, you can put a noun or a verb. Me gusta cantar, I like to sing. Me encanta bailar, I love to dance. Or you can use a noun. Me gusta la paella, me gusta el golf, me gustan los animales. The only thing to remember with these ones is that if you use me gusta plus a singular noun, for example, me gusta el perro, I like the dog, that's fine. But if you're referring to plural, you want to add an N to them. Me gustan los perros. I like dogs in general. Me gusta versus me gustan, just to make it a bit more accurate. The same with me encanta and the same with no me gusta. Odio is a weird one. In fact, odio is the easy one. You don't need to modify that one. Odio el perro, odio los perros. Simple as that. Okay, so we've come to the end. I've taught you the basics on how to introduce yourself in Spanish. And now I am going to show you what my introduction would actually sound like. I would say something like, Buenas, ¿qué tal? Soy Patricia. 2 kisses. Encantada. Soy de Madrid, pero vivo en Inglaterra. Trabajo de profesora. Estoy casada, pero no tengo hijos. Me gusta el yoga y me encantan los animales. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Wait. If you like this video, if you find it useful, make sure you subscribe, suscríbete, and you follow up for more Spanish sessions. Nos vemos en la siguiente clase. See you in the next lesson. Adiós.